everyone, welcome back. I'm Di, and today I am bringing you my thoughts on the series Nameless by Dean Koontz. This is a 6-part short story series that is exclusive to Amazon, and I listened to all of these books on audio. It is narrated by Eduardo Ballerini, and I'm going to give you my thoughts on the series as a whole today. Like I said, this is a 6-part series, so the first book is called In the Heart of the Fire. This one deals with a pedophile who is in a place of power. The second book is called Photographing the Dead, and this one deals with a serial killer who uses photography to get close to his victims. The third book is called The Praying Mantis Bride, and this one deals with a woman we would normally associate the term Black Widow with. The fourth book is called Red Rain, and in this one we're dealing with an arsonist. The fifth book is called The Mercy of Snakes, and it deals with an unethical doctor. And the sixth and final book is called Memories of Tomorrow, and it deals with a man who has kidnapped his stepson. All of these books revolve around a vigilante who is nameless and is referenced as such. He works for an organization. He is given his cases by a person called Ace of Diamonds. And you really only know that much going into each of these books. In each of these stories, Nameless goes after the people in question, and the way he deals with each person is pretty interesting. Each one is pretty different, which kept my interest the whole way through. We do find out about Nameless's background in the 6th book, so that was great, though I do feel like I would have enjoyed a more expanded version of his background because these are short stories. Things happen relatively quickly. Each book is about 60 pages long. And I do feel like I got enough entertainment value in them. I didn't feel like I needed more to each story, but that's just my opinion. I haven't read a lot of Dean Koontz in my life. I did read 1 or 2 books by him when I was in high school, but I can't tell you which ones they were. And it's been quite a while since I picked up another Dean Koontz book. But the name was recognizable to me, which is why I was interested in this series. Also, because it was part of my Kindle Unlimited subscription, these ebooks and audiobooks were free as part of my subscription with Kindle Unlimited. So it was just another incentive for me to go ahead and explore this series. Like I mentioned, I did listen to all of these on audiobook, and they were very enjoyable. I thought the narrator did an excellent job, and I definitely listened to more by him. I do believe he has narrated a few other Dean Koontz books, and so I will definitely be checking those out when I explore more by this author. I would have liked to see more in this series, not necessarily in the short story format that it was presented here, but maybe a full-length novel exploring more about Nameless's background and the things that led to him doing what he's doing in this series. I would have also liked to see how some of the other agents were recruited to the organization, because we are introduced to other members of the organization in different cases. Unfortunately, though, there is mention of a full-length novel at the end of the 6th book. From what I can see, it is not associated with the Nameless series at all. It's a completely different story and just another novel by the author. Though this is a series, I believe you can pick up these books out of order. I am not one that does that hardly ever, but I would say that these stories are different enough and introduce you to Nameless each time, so you are able to just jump in at any point in this series. I know for me, the first book in this series was rather hard to experience because it dealt with a pedophile. Some things that may be triggering to other people in the storylines, I feel like you'd be able to skip those installments. That being said, I do think that the second and the sixth books do have a slight connection, though I think you could read the sixth book without knowing what happened in the second book. Like I said, the recap of events that had happened prior to and your introduction to Nameless do give you enough of a background that I don't feel like you will feel like you are missing out on anything if you do skip. I definitely would recommend this series if you're looking for a quick thriller, something just easily consumable and that takes very little time to finish. I believe this series is also free for Amazon Prime members, so if you are an Amazon Prime member, definitely check this series out. For those of you who are planning on participating in March Mystery Madness this year, this is a great series to incorporate into any challenges that may come about or just your reading in general for the month of March. By the time this video comes out, I believe our announcements for the 5th round of March Mystery Madness will already be circulating. So I will link our Twitter and our Goodreads group down in the description box below so you can see what kind of prompts we're going with this year, any kind of challenges or group reads that are going on. And I think that's all I've got for you today. Let me know if you've read any other books by Dean Koontz, and if you have any favorites in his library, please let me know, because like I said, I'm definitely interested in checking out more by this author. And if you're planning on checking out this Nameless series, let me know that as well. I'd be interested to hear what you think of them. So I hope you're all doing great, and until next time, take care, and smile always. Bye.